Martin tricks.
Whoa,
Trouble on the back
boy.
straightaway. Boyer got into the back of Denny Hamlin.
Around he
goes Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin has just unleashed an absolute firestorm, and what's just been revealed has NASCAR executives and drivers completely stunned. For years, racing purists have questioned the next-gen car's impact on competition until now. The 56-time Cup Series winner and 2311 Racing co-owner publicly eviscerated NASCAR's composite body design, exposing a catastrophic flaw in the sport's direction that has drivers risking everything and fundamentally changing how races are won and lost. Denny Hamlin, NASCAR Cup Series veteran and outspoken podcast host, created unprecedented controversy through his latest Actions Detrimental episode. Born from years of frustration with NASCAR's technical direction, his explosive commentary revolutionized the racing conversation by highlighting how the next-gen car's composite body has transformed racing into a demolition derby, with Hamlin declaring they've lost their mojo when describing the current on-track product that forces drivers to employ desperate defensive tactics rather than pure racing skill. The implications of Hamlin's brutal assessment extend far beyond typical driver complaints. During his candid conversation with Kyle Busch, he systematically dismantled the current racing strategy, highlighting how the next-gen car's aerodynamic properties have created a situation where it's very interesting for me to see people that are willing to sacrifice their own lap time just to mirror drive to hold off the one position. This wasn't just casual criticism. It was a comprehensive indictment of NASCAR's entire competition model from one of its most successful active drivers. What makes Hamlin's criticism particularly explosive is the timing of these comments coming from a team owner whose own cars are struggling. Addressing the performance of his 2311 Racing team, Hamlin displayed rare transparency in admitting they've lost their mojo, a statement that simultaneously questions his own organization's competitiveness while highlighting the broader issues with NASCAR's current car design that makes truly competitive racing nearly impossible. Hamlin's strategic analysis extended far beyond simple criticism into technical expertise. He explained precisely how the next-gen car's aerodynamic sensitivity gives an edge to the driver in the leading position, creating a situation where blocking and defensive driving become more valuable than pure speed. This fundamental change contradicts decades of NASCAR tradition, where the fastest car could make passes through superior driving and mechanical advantage, a dramatic shift that Hamlin clearly believes threatens the sport's competitive integrity. The specific incident that triggered Hamlin's explosive assessment involved teammate Bubba Wallace's defensive driving against Kyle Busch at Kansas Speedway. As Busch recounted, "I ran him down from half a straightaway and then I got underneath him and then he pulled down to kind of aero block and then I lost 10 car lengths. I ran back down again and I went high and he let it drift up into the high groove, aero blocked me, lost 10 car lengths." This detailed breakdown revealed how the car's design creates insurmountable advantages for defensive drivers. As Hamlin's analysis continued, he exposed the broader consequences of this racing style. The problem is they are letting others come into the mix right. This observation highlights how NASCAR's composite body design doesn't just affect individual battles, but fundamentally alters race dynamics by allowing other competitors to catch up while two drivers engage in aerodynamic blocking, ultimately rewarding defensive driving over speed and creating artificial competitiveness rather than authentic racing. The importance of Hamlin's criticism extends beyond racing tactics into safety concerns. Kyle Busch supported Hamlin's assessment by noting how the durable composite bodies encourage more aggressive and contact-heavy racing, where drivers take more risks due to the car's ability to withstand impact. This shared critique from two of NASCAR's most accomplished veterans suggests the current car design actively incentivizes dangerous driving behaviors that compromise both competition quality and safety. Hamlin's influence through these explosive comments extends to his dual role as both driver and team owner. His willingness to publicly criticize NASCAR while simultaneously acknowledging his own team's struggles demonstrates rare transparency in a sport often dominated by corporate speak. By openly questioning the sport's direction as someone with significant financial investment in NASCAR's success, Hamlin positions himself as a uniquely credible critic whose concerns cannot be dismissed. Even amid his criticism of NASCAR's current direction, Hamlin demonstrated his commitment to racing's broader values by publicly advocating for Kurt Busch's NASCAR Hall of Fame induction. He praised Busch's versatility. "I just think his ability to perform at every race team, every manufacturer, I think he won with all of them. He was really good at what he did." This supportive stance toward a former competitor shows Hamlin's balanced perspective despite his frustration with current racing conditions. Hamlin's comments about Kurt Busch's impact on 2311 racing reveal his deep understanding of team dynamics. He made Bubba Wallace quite a bit better, got that 45-team Tyler Reddick off the ground and really changed the culture there. This acknowledgement of Busch's behind-the-scenes influence demonstrates Hamlin's appreciation for racing knowledge that extends beyond driving talent, precisely the kind of holistic expertise that makes his criticism of NASCAR's current direction so damaging. For those who truly understand NASCAR's competitive hierarchy, Hamlin's explosive comments represent far more than typical driver complaints. They expose a fundamental disconnect between NASCAR's technical direction and the racing values that built the sport. As a driver with 56 Cup wins, actively pursuing a place among the top 10 winningest drivers in NASCAR's history, Hamlin speaks from a position of proven excellence rather than frustrated mediocrity. The contrast between NASCAR's storied past and problematic present couldn't be more stark in Hamlin's assessment. While the sport once rewarded pure speed and driving talent, today's competitive landscape has shifted toward defensive tactics and aerodynamic manipulation. As Busch vividly expressed, current cars suck so bad that even the most talented drivers find themselves unable to pass slower competitors due to aerodynamic barriers created by NASCAR's composite body design. Hamlin's story through these explosive comments shows the evolution of driver advocacy in modern motorsports. His journey from promising rookie to championship contender to team owner and now outspoken critic demonstrates how comprehensive racing knowledge fuels his perspective. From winning races to managing teams to analyzing aerodynamics, Denny Hamlin has developed a 360-degree view of NASCAR's strengths and weaknesses that few others can match. As the NASCAR world processes Hamlin's unprecedented criticism, attention inevitably turns to how the sanctioning body might respond. Beyond the immediate controversy lies a fundamental question about NASCAR's competitive future. Will the sport continue prioritizing durable, composite bodies that create problematic aerodynamic effects, or will they adapt based on feedback from accomplished veterans like Hamlin and Busch? The answer could determine whether NASCAR recaptures its authentic racing identity or continues down a path that its most successful participants openly question.